So I'll move on to some of the CAD crosses, but starting with dollar CAD to highlight that it's in a great trend, but not necessarily the best one over the near term. Now, it's had a brilliant trend since that May low. It's up around 5.5%, and it's been pretty much in a straight line, and it's not been very kind to bears at all. But that said, there are some signs of fatigue showing. We had this bearish outside day on the 25th of June. Then yesterday, we had this shooting star candle, which also formed a double top around that 142.80 area. Now, in isolation, it doesn't mean we're looking for a massive reversal here, because it is in a really good uptrend, but there are a few signals to be wary of as to why we might not be on guard for at least a pause in trend or a pullback. It's actually been above the 10-day average for about 5 weeks now, and it's not made any real attempt to pull back to it. But then when you look over at the weekly chart, as of Friday's close, it closed higher for a fourth consecutive week, which is a sequence it's not managed to break since December 2024. And also notice last week's range, the fourth of that 4-week streak, the range itself was particularly low. It's lowest since mid-April. And half of that very small range was actually upper wick. So what you have here is kind of a shooting star candle. So it's not an immediate sell signal for the Canadian dollar, but it is something to be wary of if you're looking at going long. Something I should highlight as well is looking at the futures market that, yes, traders are clearly bearish. You've got the blue lines here, quite negative, but by historical standards, it's not at a massive sentiment extreme yet. Historically, it's got closer to 200,000 net short, but currently around 150 or just below that. So there is further potential for a stronger Canadian dollar over the coming weeks, which would be bullish for dollar CAD. But as we look over the near term, you need to question if you want to be going in at highs around these levels, simply because you've got so many clues for potential minor pullback over the near term. So I think I would personally be looking for some sort of a dip around support levels. You've got the monthly pivot point, you've got the 2025 high, you've got the 10-day average as well. Looking further afield, Aussie CAD is an interesting one because, again, it's in a solid uptrend, and we had this bearish outside week last week. Until that, I was looking for a move up to parity. And I think really, whilst prices hold above that April low, there is still chance for a movement higher. Notice yesterday we've got this bullish outside day, and that would be a morning star reversal pattern above the April low. Prices are pulling back within yesterday's range, so as long as we hold above these lows here, maybe we can get a movement up above the monthly pivot point close towards 0.9888 or 99. However, given last week's bearish outside week below parity, then I'm kind of mindful this might be a bit of a last hurrah before a retest of that April low and a potential break lower. So it's something to keep an eye on over the near term, though, whilst you hold above these lows, looking for immediate break higher. EuroCAD to me looks quite interesting for longs, though. Now, I covered this one previously looking for shorts. We've got a bit of a pullback, but it doesn't really look particularly menacing as far as bearish setups go. But we've got this grinding higher uptrend. The moving averages are fanning out, so it looks like the early start of a more bullish move to me. And of course, you've got this really nice bullish engulfing range. You've got this inverted hammer around the 20-day average, and it's just beneath these lows. So we've got a small bearish candle here. I think pull back towards the monthly pivot look of interest, but as long as prices hold above these lows, I think we could be looking for a break higher. CAD yen I'm a little bit suspicious of. So the bearish movement lost momentum really as we came down towards this March low. We had this Rikshoman Doji last week. Prices moved higher. However, I'm a little bit wary that prices are completely decoupled from oil prices. Oil prices are low, and CAD yen is moving higher simply because the yen is weakening. If it wasn't for the weaker yen, CAD yen would probably be moving lower. And I'm of the theory that Ministry of Finance might intervene if we get weak data out of the US. We saw that in 2024 where they were not intervening, but as soon as we got a single CPI print that was weak, they came in and intervened and knocked dollar yen down for the next few months. So if that happens, CAD yen will probably retrace lower. For the moment, CAD yen is only going up because other yen pairs are weakening as well. So it's not a compelling bullish case for me at the moment. I'm looking for areas of weakness to fade into, specifically if Ministry of Finance intervene, of course. Pound CAD, similar to Euro CAD really, in fact, it's quite a grinding up trend, but it is showing promise. Look at the way these moving averages are fanning out. It got this bullish range expansion candle. It's pulling back from those highs. I'm really just looking for some sort of a pullback within this bullish candle, moving up to 189. So some ideas there for you. I hope it's useful. Wish you best of luck with your trading.